friends of the French for Religion, I am greeting you. You're very welcome on my channel. No coffee, no worky. Excellent, excellent. And I am greeting you from Germany. It's getting hot here. We have, I hope so, a wonderful summer in the future, in the near future. And I'm coming back to your questions concerning the French for Religion. And one of the last questions coming in was, I get this question by email, by the way. It was from Antonio, and he asked me, Thomas, when have you addressed for the very first time to the people at home, to your family, to tell them that you are in the French for Religion now? And this is, yeah, it was really late. It was late. It was in 1989. So I was already in the French for Religion since 3 years, almost since 3 years. And as you know better than I do, I joined the French for Religion in February 85. And the first after the boot camp, 17 weeks boot camp, I was ordered to join French Guiana. I wanted to join French Guiana, so I stayed 2 years. And within the 2 years, I had no link, no ties, no telephone, no letter, no communication with my family in Germany. Firstly, I didn't have the time, and secondly, it was not in my head. It was not so important for me. And even if I had the idea to do this, the only person I would communicate to, I wished maybe to communicate to, was my mother. But I didn't. So after the 2 years in French Guiana, I was ordered going back to Albania. So I was in Albania, and I had to take 30 days CFC, congé fin de campagne, what means leave or holiday, 30 days. And my firm intention was to join Germany, to see my mother for the very first time, and tell her, hey, everything is good. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm just in the French for Religion. But I didn't have the wish to stay there for a long time. So I asked the French for Religion if they can find a room for me, a chamber for me, where I can stay for a while. And they told me that yes, I can go to the PIL Strasbourg, Poste d'Information Legio Étrangère. You know, the recruiting office in Strasbourg. And they had a room for me, and I could stay there for 30 days, for the whole leave, you know. And in my head, I was at the point that I told myself, okay, go to Strasbourg, stay in Strasbourg, stay there for 3 or 4 days, and then go to Germany for 1 week, come back to Strasbourg, and stay the rest for the days in Strasbourg. So everything in my head was fixed. And meanwhile, I knew that from friends, I knew that my mother addressed to the police when I was missing, because I was missing. I was a missing person in Germany. So she addressed to the press. So they put out an article, a missing article. Thomas Gast, 23 years, ex-parachutist, ex-paratrooper, German paratrooper from the Bundeswehr, missing. And the police was looking after me. But I didn't care. So I took all my baggage. I took the next train to Strasbourg, going to Strasbourg, presented myself in front of the officer who was chef of the PIL in Strasbourg, was the excellent officier Henschel, a German officer. And I stayed in Strasbourg. You know, the first 3 or 4 days, of course, I get myself dressed in civil clothes, because we were not allowed to wear our uniform. So I went out to see the bars, the cafes, the discotheques, the girls also, and maybe this was a mistake, because I remember one time, the third or fourth day, I was in a bar, and some men were looking at me, and we get into the speech each other. So I told them that I was in the French for Religion, because they were curious, they were asking, and I told them all of my adventures I lived in French Guiana, about anacondas 9 meter long, about spiders big like this, and all the stuff, and manhunt for garimperos, gold diggers, illegal dog, and all stuff. And they were looking at me like I was coming from Mars. And their thoughts were, all in the direction, hey, this man is crazy. And you know, I had after me 2 years French Guiana, 2 years into the deep jungle, marching through the Urwald, through the jungle, with 50 kilos luggage on my back, with comrades, a dangerous life, the most interesting period so far in my life. And now I was here in Strasbourg, and I was missing the noise of the jungle. I was missing the comradeship. I was missing the jungle itself, and I was missing the feeling when you have a big rucksack on your back. I was missing the ages and the hurts from my feet when almost bleed fleeing out of my rangers. And I was missing everybody. I was missing the creeks. I was missing the animals. I was missing even the spiders and the anacondas. And then I had to support the eye contact from civil men. And then I knew, no, this is not my world. This is not my world. I couldn't support a normal being man, Mr. Joe, all the Mr. Joe blocks outside. It was not for me. This was not my life. And the only wish I had in this moment, after not even 3-4 days in Strasbourg, was going back to the French Legion, having a parachute or a rucksack on my back, and to live all the adventures I lived before in French Guiana. I was missing the noise of the jungle. I was missing my comrades. And all what I want to do is to go back there. Yeah? And since then, I didn't leave my room for 1 week. I stayed in my room. I drank a couple of beer with Mr. Henschel, Officer Henschel, he was commando, and he told me about his adventure in Indochina, Vietnam War. He was such a gentle guy. Yeah? And I didn't go outside anymore. Yes, after 1 week, but only in the nighttime. And then I ran in night town, from bar to bar, like a tiger in cage. I couldn't support people. I talked with nobody, you know? I talked with nobody. And then I had Mr. Henschel once, he knocked on my door with a couple of beer under his arm, and he told me, come on, Thomas, come to my office, let's talk. And he asked me, where do you want to go for the next regiment? And I told him that I want to go to the second rep, Deuxième Régiment Étranger de Parachutistes. I want to be a paratrooper. Yeah? And he told me, wait. He took the telephone. It was Saturday. He took the telephone, called Albania, and he talked with a lieutenant colonel who was responsible for the personnel, human resources in the French Foreign Legion. And I was in the second rep. This was just great and stunning. This is comradeship. This is the life I want to live between soldiers, not out there among civil guys, civil people. And then I was in the second rep, and it was just great. So I didn't see my mother for this time. I joined Albania after 30 days, and I went back and then I was ordered to go to the second rep. Yeah? Thank you, Mr. Henschel. Thank you, mon commandant. Merci, mon commandant. And so I joined the second rep, and the first Outremer overseas intervention was 88. So I was already 2.5 years in the French Foreign Legion. And when we came back from the Central African Republic in, I think it was May 88, then I took a leave, and then I went to see my family in Germany. 2.5 years after I joined the French Foreign Legion, with nothing else than a small bag in my hand. And then I surprised my mother, and I say, hello mother, I'm here again. And her reaction, of course, was clear. She was crying. She was spanking me 1 time, 2 times, and then he took me in her arms and say, hello my son, it's nice that you are here. Thank you for this. Yeah, and this is what I wanted to communicate to you, how I saw my mother for the very first time after 2.5 years. Lost in space in the French Foreign Legion. That's it. Yeah, and by this way, I want to thank all the gentlemen outside, you, my friend, to support me. If you want to support me, my channel, and my work here on YouTube, please feel free to do so. You will find in the description everything, all the data you need doing so. Thank you very much. No coffee, no worky. Amitié, Legionnaire, yours, Thomas Gast. Bye bye. Thank you. N'allons, j'irai, baisse ton pantalon. Schultz. Good job. Gaston. Everything fine so far? I love both. Bye bye. My feelings crazy, narrow bound. Here we are, here you are, here I am, moving towards invincibility.